for this next little mini reading, I want to say that this is how you act when people are trying it. When people want to go ahead and maybe like put you on blast for something or make you feel like if they can threaten you whatever way. I'm getting that you don't need to give your energy and you don't need to go ahead and prove anything to anyone. And ultimately, the right people are always going to be in your life and love you and accept you for who you are. But it's basically giving me someone who wants to challenge you. And if that happens, it's about knowing that don't give your energy. Stand in your divine power and speak your truth and act accordingly. But you only need to do it once. So you could be having people at work who are wanting to start making little comments to see how far they can get away. And you know what? You do things the right way. Don't give into that energy. And I get it. Sometimes it happens and we speak out. But even if you did, just know that that is divine because that is authenticity. And when you speak out and you may not have said something in the most correct way, you know now at that point you don't have to stay in that way. And you could always make it right. But even if you don't, it's just about saying, you know, I close that door and you know what, I learned that I don't have to always approach situations like that. And I like to say that, you know, even if I make a mistake, I will always confront the person if I did something wrong to, or at least say my part once to say, you know, I apologize, but I only do it once, and whether they want to accept it, that's on them. But if not, I do it because I want to do it. That's just how I do it. But let's dive in and see what's going on. I want to say that there could be people maybe gossiping, but this is all a distraction to keep you from going forward on whatever it is that you want to go forward on. We have a happiness hater. So I want to say that's a confirmation. And I want to say two wrongs don't make a right. I'm also hearing be empathy or have empathy. And it's not saying that you have to be, I guess, like dumb. I'm not saying that in the wrong way, but to where you allow these people in your life. Or how they say, keep your friends close or your enemies closer. It's like, no, keep your friends close and your family close. But your enemies, keep them separated from you, because at the end of the day, it's not up to you to act accordingly, but you don't take justice into your own hands. Leave justice to the Creator and just leave it like that, because God has enough for everyone. Dios tiene para todos. And this person may be going through things of, everyone has their own issues. So it's not even about what they're going through. It's just about knowing that you don't have to deal with this energy. I don't want to tap into it, but it's just basically knowing that, like a moth to a flame, or like how bugs go through the things, because you just have something that is just a blessing, a gift. I want to say that you have a gratitude for all the things that you have. And maybe you just want to have friends in a workplace, or maybe you don't have friends. You're like, I don't see why people have this issue with me. And it's just because you hold a light, or you mirror things that people don't want to see. But yeah, guys, I want to say two wrongs don't make a right for this. And let's see. Bless them and say, oh, you know what, bless you. Even though I had to do a video about blessing because I do etymology. But yeah, that's for another video. But when you put a blessing, I guess, in this way of how I'm saying it, around someone who means you harm, you put a shield of protection around you. But every time you say that and you know that you didn't have the best, I guess, relationship with someone, and it's kind of like there's that thing, just say, you know what, wish them well and may they go well on their journey. And then as soon as you do that, picture a golden light or black light or gold light black. Those are the two I use. And I picture around, because when you do that, it puts a shield of protection around you. So let's get two more and see what else is going on. We literally got two more. So we have ignoring. So again, you need to just be like this little cat and just not be bothered. Ignore and take it easy. Imagine. And I want to say, ride the wave, because it says in the picture, but like, act accordingly. Know that you don't have to tolerate or deal with things like that, but just ignore it. But if you are dealing with legal issues, court, judges, or just lawyers, etc., I want to say that's the whole point of you acting accordingly. It's also about you standing in your divine authority, just saying, you know what, there's a correct way and a right way to talk to someone. And I'm not someone you're going to talk to that way. And if we have to, we can take this to higher management, but you're not going to talk to me in a disrespectful way. And I find it that way. So I'm going to leave it at that. I'm not going to wheel and deal. And you just state your truth and just take it up with the higher ups. And again, document everything I'm hearing, write it down, get it date, signed, or that you at least had something in case it does happen like that. But I want to say, ignore it and leave justice to the creator, because when you do that, you're saying, I walk in faith and I walk in the universe. And even if something doesn't go in my favor, that's for a reason too. And just say that, you know what? I can do all things through Yeshua, who strengthened me. Or whoever it is that you pray to, who it is. But I want to just say, be smart. Know that you don't have to fight back. Know that you don't have to get the last word. Know to act accordingly. And know that you don't have to give your energy to a lower frequency or someone who means you harm or someone who is hating on you. It's just like turn your back, close the door, and just pay them no mind. You're being asked to ignore this. Handle it according, but leave justice to the creator. And the bottom of the deck is dust it off. That's a beautiful confirmation, guys. So I want to say, whatever you're going through in that, you don't have to stay there. And remember, you're there to work or whatever it is that you're maybe going through this, whether it's even with your own family. Have boundaries up, do it respectfully, but just always, again, have your boundaries. It is okay for you to say no. It is okay for you to speak respectfully if it is within family, but also if you did mess up and you said something out of context, that is divine too, because it is authenticity. But again, do not stay there. But whatever is negative towards you, transmute it, but basically dust it off. Till next time, stargazers. Thank you.